while Shark is behind on his, it's possible for Kanaris to win, but it's gonna be really hard.
Oh, yep, and here we go. We are starting.
And it's starting, yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, though on average, Shark does perform well enough to win. But, if he does miss a few of his major skips, it's possible.
Shark is really consistent of a runner
Mm-hmm.
to get a sub 40 time. And right now, in the community, we've only seen 5 sub 40, and Kanaris hasn't gotten one yet. He's in the running for being one of the next person to get one, but he hasn't done it yet. So it's gonna be really hard for him to win.
Yeah, so it's possible that Shark is favorite for a reason. He was just practicing earlier before this stream, and despite missing Miyogi skip, still got sub 40.
Yeah. As we can see with the outfits now, Kanaris is using the rainbow trail, which is it's pretty good to tell you where you're going. It gives you good information. I've seen runners like it. Cake Sauce used to play with it because it would give him good information on his movement.
Mm-hmm. Well, Shark has an outfit that is very, very monochromatic, but a very nice one, I think.
It's
I like it a
the
lot.
outfit he's been using since the dawn of time.
Yep, I don't think he's ever changed it.
Never.
Yeah. And they're both at the portal at the same time. That's nice. Very even so far, but it is, of course, the start.
Yeah, so the start of this game is pretty straightforward. It's after the first boss, it's when it gets more hectic because it's a pretty precise segment. All of it adds up together with cycles and everything. But until then, it's pretty straightforward. The worst thing that can happen is the RNG on those fire guys, where they spawn and everything. That's your biggest trouble at the start of the game.
Yeah, though if they are unlucky enough to manage to die, then there are some pretty costly deaths this early in the game. But
So Kanaris is going for Jetty Skip, which is
oh, we did it!
oh wow, he did it, like second try. Still faster than Shark. Well, they're entering the portal at the same time, so this is pretty good. Jetty Skip doesn't you have like 2 tries to get it before you're losing time. It only saves about 4 seconds, but Kanaris got it pretty fast for how hard it is. You only have 2 frames to flutter, right? And then it's like a frame perfect re-jump after your 2-frame flutter, so it's really hard.
But it did give him that early edge. He's gotten to Miyogi first.
Yeah, he didn't lose time on it. He didn't really gain any, but not losing is really what you're looking for. Really well executed. Kanaris is the best person in the tournament doing that skip. He's practiced it a ton. Kanaris with not the best RNG.
No,
You got
and he
fire
missed some
guys.
damage on Miyogi.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, so he lost the time that he had a Shark.
So Shark taking the lead now.
Uh-huh.
But they're pretty much even still. This game is
Yeah, and of course, like, Pagora RNG could change things completely.
yeah. The next boss is really heavy on RNG. It's one of the biggest one in the run. For sure. Now they both seem to be going really fast for their cycles here. Kanaris is gonna attempt the pixel ledge, which he missed, unfortunately, but it doesn't matter much. You don't lose any time going for it. It's just a free thing if you get it. So it's pretty good to go for.
That's good.
But usually in the game we go by in-game time, but for racing purposes we go real time. And Kanaris uses more reset, and it puts him behind a tiny bit every time he resets. So those strats are not the best for racing, but they don't matter much in the end. It's only like half a second every reset.
Mhm.
Yeah, Shark coming up on Progora. Let's see what he gets. Oh, high swoop. That's yeah, that's not really good. But then low swoops, and after low swoops, you have a high chance of getting vomit, so he should be fine. And he's gonna kill on Enrage anyway. Kanaris getting the best energy in the game, taking the lead. They're even again now.
Alright, and now is the falling skip.
Kanaris doesn't look like he has a good save setup for falling skip because he had to go to like save 7.
But they both got the ruby backpack the first try.
Yeah, they both got the best skip, so it's really good.
Uh-huh. So they're still pretty much dead even.
Yeah, no big mistakes from either runner so far.
Mm-hmm.
And when you race someone that's so close to you, it's pretty stressful until you make the first mistakes. It's about like what is gonna kill you first, what is gonna put you behind, and until you make that mistakes, it just gets more and more stressful.
Mm-hmm.
After you get it, you can relax a bit because you've made the mistake. It's too late anyway.
Yeah, but we probably won't see any mistakes until Veil 2 at least.
Yeah. This could
be
be
pretty consistent at Electram, right?
Yeah, but if they take 1 damage on the way, it's one thing that makes it dangerous. Kanaris going for the hardest damage boost in the game, and he got it. That
was so clean.
That's really hard. It's the hardest damage boost in the game for sure, because you only have a few frames to not get hit a second time. And he did it perfectly.
I'm surprised he's doing all of these very tight little skips in a race. That's very risky, but it is paying off for him.
That's Kanaris. That's what he does. That's his thing. He grinds for those really hard strats, and he gets really good at them. That's what makes him scary as a runner, because he only needs 1 perfect run, and then he just destroys you.
Oh.
And he's a grinder. He's just gonna go for it until he gets it.
I'm sure once he gets sub 40, he will definitely be a contender for world record.
Yeah.
Because he just needs to get to that point. But...
like, once he gets sub 40, is because he's gonna have a perfect run, so he's gonna like beat 40 minutes by 3 minutes. But they're still pretty much even. Shark's a little bit behind, but that's not a fault of his. It's just Kanaris who has nailed those hard stats so far.
Yeah, well, Shark is going for some slightly safer things.
Yeah, consistency is really good in racing. So I appreciate what Shark is doing. Kanaris, if he keeps going for those, it's gonna bite him at some point.
Yeah, maybe not in this race, but at some race, at some point, yes.
But it's good for him to go for those because he wants to win.
Yeah.
And Shark is so good at getting a low time that he goes for what he knows might win.
Yeah, it is pretty much necessary if he does want to win.
So I like that he's strong enough to go for it. It's really hard. He's just still no big mistakes from any runner, but Kanaris is just taking the lead.
And he got yes, first try.
That's also a really hard damage boost. Kanaris is just playing out of his mind.
Yeah, the timing is difficult on that one. You have to... Oh, yeah, see, Shark is having to try multiple times. There he goes. Because you can't see where that rock is going. You just have to enter the screen at the same time the rock is about to hit you.
You just need to practice your timing until it works well. Kanaris has been doing perfect this run.
He has.
It's insane. His time is probably ahead of world record right now.
I would not be surprised, and unfortunately, there isn't really any way to make up for time on Amethyst.
Yeah, but again, Kanaris is more likely to mess up at some point, while Shark is just going for that consistency.
Mm-hmm. So, but if Kanaris can keep this up,
yeah. Oh, if Kanaris can, it's gonna be an insane time. But yeah, now both are on Amethyst. It's a pretty straightforward fight. Nothing special on her. Your damage is capped, so the fight is usually always the same length. It depends on which attack you get. Slightly RNG. Nothing you can do about it anyway, so.
And a very difficult fight to do casually. I remember when Shark was first playing this on his very first playthrough, and I would always know when he had died to Amethyst because I could hear yelling from the other room.
Yeah. Amethyst is really hard first time. Shark on like 15 HP, actually pretty scary.
Oh yeah. And Kanaris is already in the grotto. Wow.
Yeah, Kanaris had to slow down a bit there to make sure he had killed the bat, because he messed up his slot strats, which he is a fan of, but it put him behind by 1 or 2 seconds, and it's those two that Shark's gonna catch up on. Really close. Shark's just behind. Still no big mistakes.
And I'm not really expecting any big mistakes to pop up in this next second either, since Dark Annihilator is so consistent.
So, I think they both got a sub 11 Amethyst in game time, which is insane. People don't do that easily.
Wow.
It's really hard.
Yeah, they're just both doing amazingly today.
Yeah, this case is really insane so far. If you want to see perfect Wings of V, it's happening right now on both sides.
Yeah, it is insane. This is one of the races that has been the closest for longest, I believe.
Oh, Kanaris adapted and is using the new strats. We called that bad Bernice, and now he's going for the like really fast strats there.
Oh wow, how far do you take this bat?
Wow, and now he has to do DA with like 30 HP, which is fine. It's the easiest boss for runners.
Yeah, it's mostly difficult because of the multitasking it requires. And if you do something like screw up your shoot and jump button, as casual players are wont to do, then yeah, you will screw up and die very quickly. But of course, runners are not going to do that.
So the big problem with this boss is that you can have actual undodgeables, and Kanaris is now on 10 HP, so he needs to not get unlucky to win this fight. He cannot get hit anymore. If he gets hit, he goes really far behind. He skipped 3 saves on the way here.
3 saves? Wow.
Yeah, 3 full saves. So it would put him super far behind if he dies, and he's 1 hit away. Shark is still just on his tail, even though Kanaris is using all those and Kanaris died.
Ooh, oh dear. Yeah, that is a very costly loss.
That's the first big mistake so far. But it's a huge one. Really unfortunate for him. He was so close to the end of the fight too, and it's a really slow fight. So not only is gonna lose time for doing all of this again, but he has to pretty much redo the entire fight again.
How far did that set him back, would you estimate? Like a full minute?
More than that.
Oh, more than that.
It's like almost a full minute just on platforming alone.
And he almost had Dark Annihilator.
Yeah.
The Annihilator killed as well.
And that's the Kanaris way. It does those strats until it gets the perfect run. And once it gets the perfect one, his time is gonna be insane. But Shark is really liking the consistency. Yeah, Kanaris might be 1 minute 45 to up to 2 minutes behind at this point.
Oof. That is definitely some time that he can make up in later levels if he does them perfectly. Because the Miyogi skip alone, if Shark misses that, that's a good 40 seconds. And Path of Decay often has some very costly screw-ups.
So yeah, chat is pointing out that Kanaris was ahead of world record.
Wow.
Which is really insane.
When he gets that perfect run, it is going to be amazing.
Yeah, he's a really good runner, but sometimes you just have to take a step back and go for consistency. But he's a grinder.
Yeah, so he will grind it out.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. The question is when. So yeah, now Kanaris is a full area behind.
Oof. And Shark is doing well on Terravine.
Yeah, did not get Sporeless, but that's really rare. I think this looks like I wasn't looking if Shark got lasers. I don't think he did. It looks like it's gonna be lasers soon. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go, lasers.
Oh, Kanaris died on the minecart section in the long tunnel, setting him back like almost a full minute behind again.
Oof. Yeah, Kanaris has a lot of time to make up.
Yeah. It's gonna be really hard for him. If he wants to win at this point, either Shark has to mess up really hard, which he isn't known for. He doesn't lose a ton of time anywhere ever.
I mean, unless he dies to J2.
Yeah. Like, Shark needs big time loss on bosses. Which can happen. It's Wings of V. Everything is a choke point. Everything can kill you. But Kanaris is really far behind. He has to play really well from now on and keep using his really hard stats. It's unfortunate, but it's the way it has to be.
And yeah, wow, Shark is very far ahead now.
Yeah.
Shoot, what is that area called again?
Underworld.
Underworld, yes, of course.
That portal was pretty scary, but it was on 20 HP and the fire guy only dealt 15 damage, so he was fine.
Yeah, he had
but
that.
You never know.
Yeah, I don't think he's really screwed up at all.
He hasn't. He's been on 8th death for ever. I don't know if he had more than one non-intentional death at this point. Really consistent. No big mistakes from Shark.
But it's still early in the run. It's not quite halfway through yet.
And Shark dies a lot to J2 in runs.
Oh yeah.
But he just resets and says he beat J2. So he cannot do this in a race.
No, he cannot. And
Hopefully it goes well. Yeah, so
a full boss ahead.
A full boss in difference. So Shark seems like he's gonna get 5 rocks. Insane.
Oh, there he goes. Yeah.
He got rocks. Hit. I don't know. This, if he gets good energy, this might be a 2-cycle. Oh no, Shark died. Okay, so that's his first big mistakes. He fell to gravity. if you don't have jumps
Going
or
too
flutters, yeah. If you don't have jump or flutter and you just dash 4 times back to back, you put yourself at risk for falling between those platforms, which is an insta kill. Yeah, really good damage too. I don't think it was quite enough for 4 cycles. Maybe if he had gotten best energy, it could have happened.
I just like that this is one of the few parts in the game where you get punished by going too fast.
Yeah. You want to make sure you land on the platform. It doesn't have to be the middle one. He went for the middle platform, but he could have landed on the left one. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't the game taking it from him. It was a mistake. His first big mistake, though. So still a good run.
Mm-hmm.
And Kanaris didn't use that time to catch up. He's still a full area behind.
Mm-hmm. But I think a little less behind than he was.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like he's making major mistakes here.
So, Shark going for the keys, the usual way he does them. Oh, another death from him.
Oof.
It's a short one, so it's not too bad. But any time Kanaris can have now, he's gonna use it.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna add up. Like he's already to Craterack a little faster than we would have expected him to be.
Yeah. So Shark has played almost perfectly since the start, but now in 5 minutes he's made 2 mistakes. Still might add
another one right there.
Yeah.
So that's 3 deaths.
You just get a little bit tilted every time.
Yeah, it's hard to stop screwing up once you start.
Yeah. They add up really fast. Mm-hmm. Like, you make 1 mistake, you're 5 seconds behind, and then 5 minutes later you make 2 more and you're a minute behind. It's an unforgiving game, for sure.
Incredibly so.
Shark coming up on AC skip now. We'll see if he can get his first try. Also a pretty hard damage boost.
But, I mean, doing it is definitely worth it, even if you have to do it a few times, since it skips the entire fight.
Yeah, but every time you mess up, it's like 15 seconds. And in a race, that's a lot of time for your opponent to catch up. And you did it first try, that's clear.
First try, very good. Yeah, but...
You go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was just going to say, isn't AC... It takes a few minutes to beat, doesn't it?
It takes like 41 seconds.
Oh, 41 seconds, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I haven't watched an AC boss battle in a very long time.
Yeah, we've been skipping him for a long time.
Yes.
And it's good that it's the only boss we can skip. He was the most consistent boss in the game. Out of 100 attempts, runners would get the same time. All the time.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it just gets...
consistent than DA?
Yeah, definitely. It just gets kind of boring when a boss is that consistent at some point.
So skipping him actually isn't that big of a deal. It doesn't really bring anyone that far ahead, does it?
Yeah. What's costly in a race is like every missed AC skip puts your opponent so much closer to you. Or further ahead.
Oh, the AC skip. They have to get the conving, they bring it from the previous screen onto that screen and use him to jump over the invisible wall that, like, I mean, not really a wall, but like a trigger. If you jump over that vertical line, then you won't trigger the boss fight at all.
Yeah, it turns out that the trigger for the AC fight is really small, And with the damage boost, you also get iframes, which you use to tank the top statue to go past the trigger. It's a really small one, but only possible to skip with the damage boost. And it's not an easy damage boost. It's harder to skip AC than to fight him.
Yeah, but you do need to get like all the way up to the top of the screen in order to skip it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So Shark coming up on Miyugi to skip, he is known for being probably the most consistent runner at it.
But even he does miss it.
Yeah, he does miss it. It's the hardest skip in the entire run, and you only have one shot at it.
And missing it is very punishing because not only do you lose that 40 seconds, but the boss fight gets a lot harder.
Yeah, it gets harder, you lose time setting up, and then you lose time missing it. Kanaris is not too far behind anymore. He was a full boss behind at some point, and now he's just right behind. Oh, is Shark gonna get it? I think Shark got it. I saw the trail.
Oh, yep.
Really well executed from him. And it was during meteors too, which put so much more pressure onto you. Good job on him. It's gonna be a really
Is this a
clean
perfect?
fight. Yeah.
Oh, yep. There we go. That is a perfect Miyogi. Amazing.
And it
Very
does the
clean
lava
fight.
skip, saving a few frames.
Completely unnecessary.
Super dangerous and unnecessary, but it saves a few frames. Pretty much makes you get world record instantly.
And Kanaris will be coming up on Miyogi very soon too.
Yeah. I don't know how good Kanaris is at Miyugi to skip. I haven't seen him do it often enough.
Well, we're about to find out.
Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't misses it. He really needs it to keep behind Shark. Because we're coming up on the end of the game, like, pretty soon. We're about 10 minutes away, because those two runners are so good.
Yeah, there's only a handful of boss fights left.
So Shark first tried the password. It's really high on the execution room. Hardest page in the game.
Yep. But will we get music in the chambers? That's the real question.
Yeah. Chambers has such a good soundtrack, but you have to die to hear it. And we missed it when we were talking about the password, but Kanaris did get Miyugi to skip to, so that's really good for him. He needed this to keep track behind Shark. If he wants to win, he really needed it.
Yep, he is definitely still in this. Like, as long as he can keep up with all the same skips that Shark is getting.
If Shark dies on J2, Kanaris is right back on track.
Yeah. Whoops. Not a very costly death, but Kanaris can't afford to make those kinds of mistakes right now.
And Shark pulled off the pacifist skeleton, which is a good stat. Slightly faster.
And that was a beautifully clean chambers, not a single death, so we did not get to hear the music after all.
It was a completely silent chambers. At least we have some music for the orcs. Shark usually pretty good at the orcs too.
Except for when he goes a little too quickly and kills purple, which he didn't do this time.
So, he took damage early there, which is not too bad. You just don't want to take too much damage too often. And he's gonna have to tank one more hit there because bad spike ball RNG, but he should be fine because he killed purple there.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Just being able to shoot past that pink orc there to get some extra damage on purple. Very clean.
And Kanaris right behind. We'll see if we can get the Chambers music from his side. Not that we have his audio anyway, but you know.
No. So no chamber audio tonight.
Yeah, Pac-Man. Twin Orcs is one of the hardest boss casually. For me, it was the second hardest. So, seeing what runners do on the boss is really hard. It's really high on execution. It's the boss that requires you to make your inputs the best.
And yet they make it look so easy.
Yeah, tons of practice is needed for that. Once you nail it down, it's not too bad, but you need to spend a long time learning it. So, no death so far for Shark.
No, and Kanaris seems to be making
well,
good time on the chambers. Oh,
I
Cursed him.
Shark. Yeah.
Commentator's curse.
It's one of the long save in Path of Decay, so it was a pretty costly death, but he's so far ahead now. But he's not that far ahead that he's safe. Kanaris is definitely not out of this.
No, not at all. He's doing a very nice quick kill on the orcs. Oh, yep. That's a very punishing save.
Oh. Kanaris seems to be in a weird spot for the orcs.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely strange.
But, yeah, I think it's just the strat that he uses, but
he got it.
Yeah, it was really close.
Looked a little strange, but went fine in the end.
Kanaris making us sweat for his life. Okay, so now you might want to watch Shark on the second Bone Snake, because he usually goes for the fast strat on this Bone Snake, which looks really good, and it's really hard to pull off. But it's consistent, so you just need to grind it. Once you learn it, it's not that bad. Is he gonna get it? And he did it. Let's go.
Yep, there we go. That just looks cool, jumping on the thing before it disappears. Yeah. That's the kind of stuff that even if you aren't at the speed running, you could just appreciate for how cool it looks.
Yeah, because you know it's not how you're supposed to do it. It looks way too insane. And Kanaris did the fast puzzle room, which is also hard to pull off. So good strat to keep behind Shark. He's only like 2 saves away now, when he was a full boss behind.
Yep.
He's catching up.
Half of the cave deaths are very costly.
Yeah, Shark has had 3 so far. And now he's had to slow down a bit. Looks like it's gonna be a beautiful gauntlet for Shark. An area that he struggles with sometimes, but it went fine this time.
Yep, there we go. Very
now,
clean.
Azrael is a boss that Shark doesn't have any trouble with usually, so this should be really fine for him. I wouldn't stress this for being a hard boss for him.
Yeah, but sometimes Azrael just screws you over because she feels like it.
You get gravity just instant kills you, so it's really punishing. But Kanaris takes a death to the fast Bone Snake strat, putting him slightly behind, making Shark more safe, but still not confirmed to...
Oh, he got it this time.
Yeah, really good.
And now he's got the space meatball. And Shark is doing well on Azuro.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be fine. 40 HP is getting pretty stressful because you only have one more hit that you can feel safe on.
Oof.
Ooh,
Yep.
really close there. He had to slow down a bit, which isn't too bad. He really just doesn't want to die. He barely has any platform now, though. He wants to kill her anytime.
I do think taking out the black hole was the right choice, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. So, yeah, Shark didn't die. Pretty stressful fight at the end. He got no platform.
Yep, a lot of multitasking needed for that fight. But that is something he's very good at.
And Shark's coming up on the same fight, like, right now. Considering he was a full boss behind, he made a really good time.
Yep, he's definitely done a lot to help catch up. And there he is, he's at Azuro. And Shark is coming up on J1, which is usually a very good boss for him.
Yeah, but he's been using the consistent weapon, which is Lust. He's been trying to learn Envy lately, so he's probably gonna start the fight with Envy. And if it doesn't go too well, he's gonna switch to Lust inside the fight. So we'll see how that goes for him.
Yep, and he made it past the shark tooth, no problem.
No problem. And famous for dying to it all the time.
Used to be a run killer.
Yeah, definitely. When you're on a good PB and then you just come up on it and you die. Dead wrong.
And Kanaris is still safe against Azuro. He's got a good HP buffer.
Oh, red shielded now though. It's gonna lose a few seconds, but it's no big deal. Not dying is what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, so turns out Shark switched to Lost because he took a ton of damage early on. But he's probably gonna be fine. Lost is usually pretty safe.
Yeah, he should be fine. It's a pretty easy boss.
And he's doing a lot of headshots.
Yep, there's 1, 2... Ooh, triple headshot. There we go. Maybe not entirely necessary, but what a cool finisher.
Making J1 bleed. Kanaris is right behind, but Shark's looking pretty good right now.
Yep,
he should get a sub 40.
It all comes down to whether he dies to J2 or not. If he does, Kanaris has a chance to catch up.
So good luck for Shark. Did not get the worst energy for J2, so that's good. His timing should be fine. That's one thing that can happen. At the start of J2, you can do wiggle twice, and then your timing for diving is off, and it's awful. Nobody likes that. Kanaris is playing really well. Let me confirm what Kanaris' PB is. Yeah.
I am being told I need to refresh, and yes, this is... There we go.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Kanaris is wow, he has 2 time in the leaderboard. Yeah, so his PB is a 40-24. So it's I don't think he can get it this time, but he's gonna be really close to it. Considering the big that he had, like DA and everything.
Yeah, it was definitely like Grotto Death that messed him up.
So Shark low on HP, but coming up on the kill, if he gets it by the orb, it's gonna be pretty dangerous. Looks like he's gonna be fine. He needs some healing now though.
Get that orb there.
Ooh. And the kill! Whoa!
Yep,
So
there we
Shark's the
go.
winner. With a sub 40, as usual. He's really clean.
Yeah, great job by Shark. And Kanaris coming up on J2. And taking a moment to change his outfit.
Yeah, he has nothing else to do in this time. Hi, Shark. Congrats on the
Hi.
win.
Hello.
Yeah,
Good time.
that was a sub 39 in game time. In a
Yeah,
race.
actually pretty
Wow.
good.
So that's pretty good. That's over a minute under Kanaris' PB. But I hear he's playing like a nut, so.
Oh no, he's
Oh,
going
yeah.
insane. He was ahead of world record exiting Amethyst and into DA.
Can you please tell me what RNG he got? On Purple and Electrum?
Vomit first.
Of course, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I figured he could have had good RNG in the early game, but he also does strats I don't do, so.
Like, he did Electrum damage boost, nailed it first try.
What a nut.
Yeah, he did Jelly skip second try. He went into DA using the Bernie strat for the first mine, and then he tanked the second one, entering DA with 30 HP, but then he died, and that's what set him back a lot.
If Kanaris had the consistency of Cake Sauce, he'd be completely unbeatable, but he
Yeah.
does. He really goes for everything,
Yeah,
so it holds him back. It's hard to be consistent in this game.
once Kanaris gets a perfect PB, it's gonna be an insane time,
I'm
but
not sure if he'll ever get one, but I'm rooting for him
Yeah.
to do so.
if he gets one, it's gonna be insane.
Yeah.
He's right behind you, like he entered J2 as you beat him.
Okay. That's pretty good time for him then.
Yeah, he had huge deaths. He's only gonna be like not even a minute behind his PB.
So if he had not died to DA, he would have PB'd by 30 or so
Yeah.
seconds for sure. Or
Yeah,
more.
he had big mistakes in his run, and he's still gonna be so close to his PB.
Yeah. I'm not sure into the big mistakes. My Craterack was a little heartbreaking. The camera
Yeah,
would
you-
scroll over, I took the wing too high, and I just couldn't
Yeah.
see.
So your cat was your first big mistake.
Yeah, it was.
And there we
It was
go.
a really good
Kanaris
run.
is also finished.
Hi, Kanaris.
Hey, GG.
Good run considering the mistakes you've had. You're really close to your PB.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
if I didn't die
So
on DA,
close.
it'd be amazing.
Yeah, your early game was really good up until DA. You were ahead of Shark, ahead of world record.
yeah,
All these art strats that you nailed.
Mhm.
yeah, I was pretty impressed with how I played until I died on DA, and then I died
Yeah.
in the same after DA, and from there it was kind of downhill. But still, I'm pretty happy with how it went. How did you
Yeah.
go,
that's-
Shark?
Definitely some beautiful playing.
Shark was really consistent in his run. No huge mistake, but
Yeah, besides the crab where I couldn't see the floor. Otherwise, it was mostly just a few small mistakes in Underworld 2 and on Path of Decay. The rest was pretty consistent.
Mhm.
Poor
Well
Jewel
done, dude.
went badly.
Not,
Entry
neither
just
of
doesn't
you
work.
were that far behind your PBs.
Yep.
yeah, really good time for both of you. Really hard race for Kanaris. I think he played really well being against you.
Yeah, I was
I'm pretty
actually pretty
happy.
stressed going into this.
But it was definitely an enjoyable race watching you guys be so close
yeah.
for so long.
Up until DA, like Kanaris was ahead. It was crazy.
Do you know what this means?
But
This
what does it
means
mean?
that we should sell out because we both stream and that the people watching should follow the runners and the
Oh, wow.
commentators, am I right?
You should. Are you
Yeah.
gonna do the chat
Yeah.
comment? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the
So-
segment.
Follow the runners and follow the commentary.
The commentary definitely streams.
Well,
Yeah.
you don't have to follow me. I don't
Once a
really.
year, baby. No, you're getting followers whether you want them or not.
Oh no.
This isn't about what you want, it's the spirit of selling out. Embrace it.
But yeah, really consistent showing for both of you.
Yeah, that was good.
So, anything else anyone wants to add?
Nah, I'm good, man. You, Kanaris?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright.
Oh, Kanaris, your Bernie strats into tanking a mine is so scary. 30 HPDA
It's
everyone.
it's
on
usually
the edge.
fine.
Yeah,
It's like a 70% success rate on DA.
Yeah, it's DA. It's like the most consistent boss in the run right now. But like, it still has undodgeables and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the damage I took was really dumb. Like, I
Oh,
just
yeah.
fell on top of a missile, and then I walked into a bomb, and that was it.
Yeah, you missed the first fire bomb, and then the second one hit you.
I'm
Anyway,
gonna pull a metric and throw my keyboard out the window. Anyway, yeah, it was fun.
yeah, good run. Really, really good race. Really enjoyable. Everyone was eager to watch this one because you had a chance to win it,
Yeah.
and you were
Oh.
really close. I think you played really well.
Thank you.
Yep, looking forward to that sub 40 from you.
Yeah,
And-
and hopefully sub shark.
Yeah,
That's the goal.
He's just gonna PB by 3 minutes.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
what
seriously.
that's what I
once he
guessed
gets that
earlier.
run.
Like once Kanaris gets sub 40, it's gonna be like a 37 something.
Yikes.
You have high pressure on you,
No pressure,
Kanaris.
no pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of scaring myself with how quickly I'm improving. I didn't think it would happen this fast, but then again, I'm like super inconsistent, so
Yeah, it's just about grinding, right?
yeah.
you have to
The
put a
end
lot of
game
time
is
in the
really
game.
tough for me.
Yep.
Like Path of Decay is so hard.
Yeah.
Oh,
Seriously.
It's
I
a
don't
hard thing.
even do double heart. But fast bone stink. Did you get it?
I actually failed in the way that I've never failed. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't falling when I hit the tumors at the end to land on them.
It's fine.
That's how I
You
failed
tried.
it. I
The
never
important
missed
thing is
that
that you
ever.
went for it.
Yeah. Well, I go for it every time, so
Same.
Yeah, it's a consistent strat, no RNG involved.
yeah.
It's hard to say that, Frey. There's no RNG involved in Jetty Skip, but Kanaris is the only one who does it.
No, I think Kale does it as well.
Oh.
Kale's
Yeah,
about it.
Cal goes for it one time, and then if he misses it, I think he goes for a normal strat. But
Oh,
anyway,
then it's a time loss. Yeah, okay.
this was good. Enjoyed it a lot.
Thanks.
Looking
When's
forward
the-
for your next week.
When is the next race schedule?
I'm gonna tell you that right now.
There's a bunch on Saturday. That
I
we should-
think
Oh,
the next
yeah.
race is tomorrow at 2 p.m. EDT. It's gonna be Flatschmitz versus Scale.
Then there's
So-
a big race at 4 p.m., isn't there?
Yeah, there's a four-way race, including Rising Moon against Dash. That's gonna be one, and Elias against myself, which will be the other, running at the same time.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, should
It's,
be.
it's like you're playing Moon all over again.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll win this time. Anyway, again, we've been blabbering about stuff.
For some time, yeah.
Yeah.
About time to call it?
Yeah, I think it should be.
Alright. See you guys around.
See ya. Thanks for
Alright,
watching,
see ya.
and thanks
Yep.
Speed Gaming. Bye.
Thanks for watching.